Hello and welcome to the Dutchman in San Marcos. I am the DISM and we're happy to have you watching another showgram today. Hope you enjoyed my last one last week. Keep subscribing as I'm getting more subscribers each time. Uh, we're going over the Cigar Caster. And so let's get going. There we go. That's the Bento Box Uke. Didn't have any comments this week. Didn't have any new subscribers. So the contest is still running. I'm going to run it for another couple weeks. And then we'll see what happens. So be sure to look back at my old show and find out how you can win this free. Just thought I'd put a plug in. Get subscribers. Subscribe to my channel. Like. And this Bento Box could be yours. And you could learn to play Somewhere Over the Rainbow. There's your commercial. All right, here we go. I was out shopping this week and went into a beer and wine store. Just that's all they sell is beer and wine. And they also had cigars in there. So I asked the guy, I go, hey, do you sell your boxes? And he's like, oh, yeah, they're up by the cash register. They also sold the wine crates. I've made wine crates. I've made pedal boards and amps into the wine crates, too, because they're made out of wood. So I went up to the front, and they had some really nice wine cases. I didn't have any plans to make them, but actually a pretty good selection. They also had some cigar boxes up there, and I lucked out. It was only $1.50 for their wood boxes and 50 cents for their cardboard ones, which is a really good price. And I'll show you the one I got. I got this beauty. Look at that. That's the front clasp. And this was only $1.50. So we'll have to dream up a project for this one. And it's real hard wood, so really nice. So there it is. So a future project. So here we go. I'm going to give it to you in pieces. I'm actually having to do the work today, but I won't bore you by keeping it on camera. But today I'm going to start out. I'm going to get this this neck pocket refitted so I don't have a gap. I don't have a gap down in here. We're going to get this traced so we can cut a hole, and I'll start doing those things. But I won't bore you on camera with it. Basically, with this, with the pocket, I had it drawn out, so I've got a line that I know that I've got to meet. I've got a line right in there, and so basically it's just where's my? It's just basically taking my file and sanding it down to the line, and then going back and fitting it. So you're not taking too much off, but you're taking just a little bit at a time until you get it perfectly fit. There's a curve here, so I got to fit that curve, and I take off a little at a time. Right now it's this corner right here. So I'll come back when I got it fitting. Alright, so yeah, I got it all sanded up. As you can see, it's fitted nicely now. It fits into that pocket really easy. A little bit of a gap. I didn't get it quite perfect, but it. I wanted it more so it fits flat in there. So the neck will be level. Now what I have to do is I have to trim this. I got to trim this piece back, so this slant is right here. So we'll do that next. And then the other thing after that, will be so this piece here, I'll cut it back so it's here to right there. So I got to mark this piece. I'll mark this piece here. And we'll trim that. Where's my speed square? We'll trim that off. Trim that off, so that'll be in there. Close this. That fits on there like that. And there we have it. There we have it. So that's the way we want it. So the next part, now that I got that, is we got to mark these 4 holes to this piece here, so we can run our screws through. So, but we got to make these meet up. So we'll do that. And the other thing I need to do now is to cut a piece across here. To cut a piece across here to hold this. So I want to put a piece. I want to put a piece in here to make up this space so it fits tight. So we'll have to do that, and then we'll let me mark the hole here. So we'll see if this thing comes apart. It's got little tiny screws on them. Maybe I can mark it without it. We'll line that up. Actually, I can use that metal piece to my advantage. We'll mark that. Let me find my gold marker. Hang on, looking for my gold marker. I gotta use gold because it's black. So we'll mark this. And I'm going to use this bracket to kind of help me line it up, which will be good. So this will go See, I'll show you. Right there, see, so I got it marked. And we'll get this on this side to complete our line. So there we go. We'll cut that hole out so we can mark the pickup in there, which will be pretty close because I'll sink these screws in. It should be pretty close. So we'll come back to you after I get that marked in, because we're moving right along. We already got this piece cut. I got to cut that one piece to that certain size on the lid to close everything off. So here we go. All right, I'm back with more progress. Had to eat some dinner, so I came back from there. So I had the clamp gluing for quite a while, and what I did was I got these pieces glued in so everything is level. This builds up when it closes and all connects together. So this guy should be able to be released. So I got those in there. And got a little bit glued there, but it came loose. The other thing I did was as you can see, I got the pickup mounted with 2 screws. I bent the bracket. Like I was saying, I had to get this mounted. And then I was talking about the plate. So what I did was I marked it on the top and lined it up with the holes, and then marked it here, and this plate actually found my holes to drill these holes out. So now this is the way it's going to go. So I marked the back so it would all fit together. I had to file this out a little bit to give a little to get a lip so it'll because the plate will be halfway, as you can see when it goes in. It'll be hanging halfway out. So that's the way it goes. So this all fits together good. So what I have left is I have to drill a hole here for the jack, right there, and I got the pickup and everything drilled, and then a hole in the top, probably right about there. Maybe I don't know. I gotta think about the volume too, because I don't want it across where I'm strumming, and I don't want to put it up on top. Maybe I'll put it down here. I don't know. I'll have to think about that. So anyways, so that way it all fits together, and you can see this is just the right height. I kind of angled it so it was a little higher on the small string side, lower on the bigger strings. And so now it all pops together. So there we are, the whole cigar caster without the strings. And then the neck will bolt on right back here, but I have to bolt it on before I pop it in and screw it all together. But I'll do that. I'll screw, once I bolt it onto this piece, then I'll screw that piece into the blocks on the inside to hold everything down. So there'll actually be an extra screw for the neck to hold it all together. I was trying to figure out how I was going to do that. But then I thought, well, that way I could unbolt the neck, because the strings are going to be all the way through, so I can't really open it up once it's strung up, so it wouldn't be practical. But then if I wanted to ever get into it, this piece here, I'll screw this piece in. I'll screw this piece in with the neck bolted on, and then that way I'll be able to close it. But see, once the strings are running all the way through, I won't be able to open it up with the strings on. But if I ever take the strings off and want to adjust the neck or anything, I can still get to it all. So yeah, so that's the box. I'm still having a little issue. I might have to sand this a little more. I think I need to get down to that gap. It's a little high on this end because my box ain't closing. You can see my box isn't closing good there. So we'll work on that a little more, and get it all together. So you can see this is it, when that goes in, this will be bolted on like that. The only thing I might have to do is, before I put this on, I might have to put I'll have to figure that out, because when you go this way to close it, I might have to put it on. I'm trying to think of how I'm going to do it once it all closes, because it's like a big puzzle. So I'm going to have to, I'll put that there and then bolt it on here. But I don't know. I'll have to figure this out. Yeah, we'll have to figure that out, because this will have to be a little lower. I might be only I might have to. I might have to trim these in order to pop it on. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, because I want to do the 4 screws into the neck. And it might not, where I'm going to run into trouble is when I'm closing this. Because you can't stretch the top. The only other way to do it would be to take the hinge off and drop it on. But I might, it's really not that far off. Alright, so we got it cut out. So there it is. Got the hole cut. Now I gotta work on mounting it. And as you can see, I got these little legs. But I think I'm gonna bend it so these go, so these little ears bend down. So we'll do that, and then fit it to this on the sides. So yeah, so it looks like that'll do it. Next thing I cut is this piece, but it'll be a lot of measuring. A lot of measuring to get this piece cut so everything fits flush and the holes lined up. And then it's a matter of screwing the neck on and setting this back up and doing the wiring. So yeah, we'll go from there. I think I lost one of my little grommets, but we'll find it around here. So I hope you enjoyed the show, and we made some more progress on the box. We should be wrapping it up pretty soon. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll probably hold on to the ukulele contest just a little longer. And it's been sitting out in my garage. I haven't tuned it, and we'll see how it is. Yeah, it's still running good, so sign up, subscribe, and maybe you could be the winner of this guy. So that'll be the show, and we'll see you next week.